It is always good to see you, Minister. I'm always grateful, and your busy time when you find time for us. But now that we've got this plan in place, what's your back-of-envelope numbers for what you think Italy might request or require?
No, first, it is a good proposal, which goes in the direction we have been calling for. We have always said that with such a crisis, it's a symmetric crisis, it was necessary for the EU to have a common response, which does not mean the mutualizing our past debt, but putting together a common response for the future. So it is important that now the Commission has proposed to borrow together on the markets resources for our common policies, which is necessary to enhance our economy, our resilience, and protect our single market. And we will, of course, engage in the negotiation, right, which should lead to an outcome which is ambitious.
So the idea that this balancing between grants and loans, is it your feeling that there should be more grants than loans?
We had asked, of course, 1 trillion, and we have always said should be predominantly made of grants. We understand this is a need to reach a compromise, so it is, we think, is a balanced proposal. And of course, what is essential that we should not go below this line. We will be asking more, but I think the Commission has struck a balanced solution. But of course, it is essential that we will not water it down, because this is really fundamental for our common future. So we will, of course, support this proposal, try to make it more ambitious, and resist any attempt to water it down.
I love that last bit. Try to make it more ambitious. That's sort of ministerial speak, isn't it? For more money, let's get more. Let's make the programme bigger. But I do wonder, will the frugal four go along with this? The Germany, the Austrias, Denmark. Will they go along with it? What argument can you put in place to convince them that it should be nearer 1 trillion and that the balance between grants and loans should be weighted towards grants?
I think the President of the Commission has made a very good speech and has very clearly explained that these are resources that we are putting together for our common investment. We have a very integrated economy, a well-functioning single market, integrated supply chain. So we need really to protect this common asset and to bet on the future. So it's resources invested on our common future, and I'm sure everybody will understand that.
Right, now, but do you at least feel vindicated that the argument that you and your government and Prime Minister Gualtieri put forward has won the day? I mean, at the end of the day, there will be grants that will be mutualised across the European community. That is the argument you have been fighting for some time.
Indeed, but it's not that we are vindicated. It is the point that it was a right argument, because we are leveraging on our common future. Nobody is transferring money to anybody else. We are doing something rational, something up to the challenge, and we are also boosting the future of a common capital markets union with a common safe asset. So it's a very rational thing that Europe is doing, as often it happens in the moment of crisis. Right. Europe its best. So I think this is something rational and in the common interest. It's not a victory of anybody against anybody else. It's a common success if we will be able to implement this proposal.
Minister, it's always good to see you. I'm so grateful. Thank you, sir. Busy days, and we're glad you give us time.